welcome to the Glam territory. I'm so happy that you have entered my channel. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Today is Monday, December 27th. Happy Monday to everybody. I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas. I have. My family got their gifts. We ate good. We ate some fish, corn on the cob. Oh, we ate good, honey. And then, you know, us folks got to get some sleep afterwards. So that was the best part of Christmas. Comment down below and tell me how you like your Christmas day. Today I'm going to show you my daily facial routine, you know, a little cleansing, a little toning, and I'm also going to show you a mask with it as well. So before I get started, make sure that you comment and like below, and make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel so you won't miss a thing, honey. After I show you my facial routine, then we're going to go and get into some makeup. Let's get started. So first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cleanse my face with this nice Neutrogena Deep Cleanser. I really like this cream because it really makes your face feel so open. It makes your pores feel awesome. It makes your face feel so clean, and it just wakes you up and gets you ready for the day. Face mask. This face mask makes your face feel amazing. It makes it soft. It gives a little moisturizer. I am kind of running out a little bit, but I at least wanted to use it with you guys. Let's get it in. While this mask is sitting on my face, usually what I do is I roll my mat out in the living room. I sit crisscross applesauce and I just do some yoga. I meditate. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Sit still. Breathe through the nose, out through the mouth, and just enjoy the moment. Roll your head around in a circle and just relax. Breathe in, breathe out. Take your time. Just enjoy the moment. Clear your mind. All right, so after doing like 10 minutes of meditation, my mind is clear. I got my agenda set for the day. Praising the Lord during my meditation in mine was the best thing ever. I feel so amazing now. And now I'm just going to wash this mask off and show you the results. Off the mask with lukewarm water, I'm going to use a toner. This is NICKA New York Brighten Vitamin C. it actually brightens your skin. So what you do is you squeeze a little bit, and I put about like about 4-5 drips, and just rub it across the face. I set a toner on my face. Depending on what kind of serum it is, it does the magic. Like, this is a brightening serum, and it does me justice. I get this from my local beauty supply. Yes, I said beauty supply. If y'all don't know me, I be in them stores. I be in them beauty supplies getting them products. It's about the same. So I just pat it into my skin. And then now I'm going in with Vaseline Cocoa Radiant. This is one of the best lotions that I have used of all time. This one is non-greasy, but usually I use the non-greasy when it comes to like my body. I really will recommend the people that has oily skin to use this product. Me, on the other hand, when it comes to my skin, I have dry skin. Then again, you know, that lotion that I had bought should have been the greasy kind, but I'm still using it anyway. All right, we got our face set. I had a cup of green tea earlier. Let's get into some daily gratitude and some makeup, honey. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining me for this wonderful gratitude that I'm about to give you. I'm going to give you a word from this book called Daily Gratitude. I give the credits to Publications International, LTD, also PIL. I want to thank them for actually making a book like this, because for people like me, this has saved my morning, and this also has saved my life. It's many times where I just wanted to give up in life. And when my friend Crystal, shout out to Crystal, gave me this book, I was like, oh, how amazing. And I actually want to share the daily gratitude of today. It's December 27th. It goes by the date. And this one says, therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat, or what ye shall drink, nor yet for your body, what ye shall put on. Is not the life more than meat, and the body than raiment? This was Matthew chapter 6, verse 25. I'm not really a big fan of the Bible, you guys, but this reading and all of these words really makes a lot of sense. And once again, it's a great savior of the day. God, please remind me throughout my day that the moment is all I have in which to live. I can't retrieve or retract anything I've done or said just 10 minutes ago, nor can I be sure of what will happen 10 minutes hence. So I pray, Lord, help me leave the past and the future with you, so that I can experience the peace of your love in this important bit of eternity called now. So with my makeup routine, I'm going to start off with Revolution. This is brow soap. This is what it looks like on the inside. Ooh, it fell out. But this is the soap. And then I also use a spoolie brush. When I use brow soap, it usually makes the eyebrows look more natural. And then I'm going to use this L'Oreal Brow Stylist Frame and Set here. And then I'm going to use a brush like this. This is an angle brush. Let's do some makeup and get some insight on this daily gratitude. So with the daily gratitude that we just read out not too long ago, the insight that I have over that is just don't worry about the next day. A lot of people live their lives worrying about tomorrow and what tomorrow is going to bring, you know, what God is going to put forth when it comes to the next day. You know, it's people that's worried about the things that they're going to wear, the food that they're going to eat. With my insight, I say don't worry about those things, because God is a big provider. When you wake up in the morning and you pray about the things that you want, You know, God is going to give it to you. He's going to provide you things to eat and clothes to put on. And I just say be grateful for the things that you have. You know, it's a lot of people out here that are homeless. It's people out here that just don't have things to lose at all. When I had first gave my life to God, I had to really just sit with myself and God and, you know, ask him to forgive me for not giving him the full trust and always worrying about, you know, how I'm going to get my next meal, or, you know, how I'm going to, you know, come up on my wardrobe, which made me highly ungrateful of the clothes that I have now. What I'm really grateful for is just waking up in the morning. Thank you, God, for waking me up in the morning and letting me see another day. I'm not where I used to be. And then you just thank God until, you know, he takes you to where you want to be. This end is a little bright, but I got something for it. I used to start my mornings off terrible. I used to think about all the things that I messed up on the day before, and I used to worry about what people used to think of me when it came to the mistakes that I made. What that daily gratitude is saying is just leave the past behind. When you leave the past behind, it gives you, you know, enough room to just move forward. I remember I used to beat myself up all the time about the mistakes that I used to make, but you know, when I gave my life to God and I actually started talking to him about the mistakes that I made, it was easier for me to move on, because due to God's grace, like, he just helped me to get past all of those things. I used to strive for perfection and all that. It's just not really worth it, you know? Nobody's perfect. As a woman, I really didn't know my self-worth, you know, especially after having a baby. I used to feel like a mess. It's a blessing, you know, that my son had came into this world. But then I feel like I really just had to start over and really just figure out, where do I want to be and who do I want to be when it comes to being a mom also. Now I'm going into my LA Pro concealer in the color Beautiful Bronze. This is close to my actual concealer shade, so I'm going to use it and shape them brows. It took me about a year to actually get used to being a mom and who I wanted to be, how I wanted things to be when it comes to being a mom. And great thing, you know, I have my boyfriend as a support, my man as a support when it comes to being a new mom. It wasn't easy for him too. So, you know, we had to come together and, you know, find ourselves in parenthood. But one thing I've always done is I've always asked God to lead us in the right direction. And, you know, that's why that daily gratitude word means a lot to me. You know, when you trust God, you know, you don't worry about, you know, what he's going to provide, you know, how you're going to get things done. Putting your trust in God is like the best thing to do when it comes to just life, period. Without God, I am nothing. I don't know about many people, but without God, I am not anything. And I've learned to put my full trust in him when it comes to my life, and I thank him every day. Don't beat yourself up about the things, you know, that happened yesterday. Put those things behind you and just keep going and know that God is a provider. I'm gonna drag this concealer down to my eyelids. As you can see, this concealer is like a nice matchup. God will also show you what your self-worth is. I really didn't know where to turn when it came to just trying to figure out like who I am as a person. So I just had to walk around and talk to God on a daily basis. People think that, you know, the morning and the night are the only times that you're supposed to talk to God. No, I ask God about everything, you know. Even when I'm at work, sometimes I set my time aside, even when I'm on my break, you know, just to pray, because sometimes these jobs can stress you out, like literally just stress you out. I've learned how to stop worrying so much, because worrying so much used to give me really, really bad anxiety. It was to a point where I really just had to step back, take about 10 minutes away from whoever I was with or whatever I'm doing, and, you know, just go meditate just like I did this morning. Go meditate and just breathe in and out your mouth and nose for like 5 to 10 minutes and just go back to it. You're strong, honey. You can do this. That's all I used to tell myself. These eyebrows ain't perfect, but we gonna fix it. So now that I have set my concealer, I'm gonna go ahead and use this Believe Beauty palette. This palette is the Sultry Sunset eyeshadow palette. I really like Believe Beauty. You can get these items at Dollar General. I'm gonna keep it nice and soft today with a little fall colors, even though it's winter. Let's set these eyes. So overall, what I'm telling you is just don't worry about the troubles of tomorrow. When you put your full faith in God and the things that He can do for you, and you set your patience, you know, you let Him know and give Him your full heart and attention, and let Him know, like, you know, God, I trust you. I have a testimony to where it is I tried to do everything without His help and by myself, and I was all over the place. I was all over the place. Wake up grateful. God, I thank you for waking me up this morning. It's pretty much a intro to your day. You know, thank Him for all that you have, and, you know, set up some coffee if you like some coffee. Pour you up some coffee. If you like some tea, set up some tea. I love drinking green tea. Green tea is one of my go-tos when I'm really trying to wake up in the morning, versus a cold drink of water. Whatever you have in your closet for the day, just put it on. You don't have to go out all the time to look nice. Just put something nice on you. Shower. Get some nice perfume, girlfriend, and just, you know, wipe it across you and stuff. And, you know, that's just a part of self-care. If you're a jogger, go out and take a jog. And know that when you have goals and you set them already, just know that God is helping you to work those things out. So in the meantime, while He's working out for you, have no fear and have no worries. You're gonna be a-okay. Next, I'm going to set the other eye with this brown color. And what's the name of this color? I don't think it has a name, but I want to start off with this color. I like to start off with the dark color, and I just move across. I don't go up no further. However, I am going to soften that up at the top. The brush that I'm using is a NICKA brush from the local beauty supply. I'm not going to do a cut crease today. Walk your day knowing that you are not a perfect person. People expect for their days to be like completely perfect, and, you know, when things go wrong, then they freak out. I used to be that person. Nowadays, when stuff happen, I breathe about it. I breathe about it and I go to God about it. Like, you know, what do you want me to do next? I can't solve it. Solve it for me, Lord. Know that you cannot do everything in one day. There's something else that I had to learn myself. You cannot do everything in one day. You know, and even if it just, you know, depends on what you're doing. Once again, we're not perfect people. We have to learn how to take it easy on ourselves as human beings. Next, I'm just gonna go in with this gold color here and just hit the corners. It's a beautiful thing, like when you let everything go, put it in God's hands, and He just helps you to live for the moment and not worry about anything. That's why God is my road dog. God is my road dog. I love Him so much. Next, what I'm going to use is this She Gel. Sorry about the front. But I'm going to use this She Eyebrow Gel for my eyeliner and my eyebrows, because honey, you see that I have to darken that. I just have to darken those eyebrows. My biggest fear was always worrying about messing up in front of certain people, not having things perfect in front of certain people, and then getting talked about. I just don't care no more. Eventually, when I got to a certain age, I was just like, who cares what you think? It's all about what God thinks, which you are so worth it. You're worth it, baby. I'm just gonna go ahead and put these suckers on. I like these because they're not doing too much for me. Sometimes I like to go dramatic, sometimes I just like to keep it chill, so we're gonna keep it little chill. In conclusion, today, what I'm telling you is that everything is going to be all right. I've been there before, and I feel you completely. Start your morning off by breathing. Don't look at that phone. Start your day off with God. Be grateful, you know, let them know how you feel at the moment. And if you wake up feeling down, you know, just ask them to uplift you. It's all about having faith. When you have faith in God and the things that you do, everything's come into place. You pretty much just sitting back, you know, giving all your worries to God and just letting him take over. You know, set your mind towards the future, and you also have to be patient and be on God's timing. I had to learn myself that, you know, even though my life is not where it should be or where I feel like it should be, everything comes within God's will. You know, you ask God, you know, what your assignment is on earth, and what your will is. What's his will for you? You know, what do he have in plan for you? Y'all, I used to suck at putting on lashes, and I still kind of suck. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to start with the left side. This is my left side. So I'm gonna start with this side and I'm gonna put it on. Got the lashes on. So now I'm gonna go back into this beautiful bronze, and I'm just going to move this out the way first. And then I'm going to shape the top with the same concealer. Next, I'm gonna go into this Believe Beauty Primer. It's a pretty and primed hydrating primer. And I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to put about 4 dots. And I'm just going to just move it around. I didn't want to put it on top of the concealer that I put on, but don't be scared. Don't be scared. Go into my foundation color, which is called Sable. I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze it out like this. I don't want that much, so I'm just gonna stick to that type of coverage, and I'm just gonna buff it out with this Bay buffer brush. I know one thing that I had to keep in mind when it comes to going about my daily life and not worrying is to just stay consistent, you know, with myself and, you know, doing what I actually said that I was going to do, which also led me into more worrying, what have you. And I used to just, you know, freak out about it. I used to call my mom and be like, you know, why is it every time that I spend money, I'm broke? Or, you know, I always try to make sure that I'm a good mom to my son, making sure me and my guy got everything we need for him. And once again, I just sat down with the good Lord and I just prayed about it, because at the time I felt like it was a pattern when it came to just freaking out, and I just didn't know how to handle myself. Self-control is a huge factor when it comes to not worrying and trusting in the Lord. So basically, overall, just live your life for the moment. If there's a bill behind, you know what you got to do to catch up that bill. But in the midst of you doing that, honey, just, you know that when you get done, it's all going to work out. You know, God blesses us in the most mysterious ways. When we think that something is not going to work out, then, you know, it actually starts working out in his favor. You know, when we don't try to do it on our own, when we just tell God, like, you know, I give up on this situation. I'm gonna just let you take over, God. Started, you know, taking advice from my guy. He always tell me, you know, there's always one positive that beats out a million negatives, a million of them. I started taking that day by day, you know, and I realized, you know, I'm 28 years old with a son. You know, I have to get myself together before I actually tend to my son. You know, not taking too long to get to my son, but just know that my son needed 100% of my energy. I pat my foundation out with a nice little sponge, a little makeup sponge, you know, just to make sure that it's set, so that way I can move on to the concealer. By the way, I get these from Dollar General also. I'm telling you, people be thinking that you just have to have expensive makeup. Like when I first started out with makeup, all I did was stay in the beauty supplies, the drugstores, and I also went to Walgreens, and I got my makeup from there, you know, just to start off. And I cannot wait to buy more makeup products. I'm so excited, you know, now that I've gotten to know the makeup, you know, being self-taught. I ain't the stuff, but I know my stuff. Next, I'm gonna go into my LA Pro concealer, the color Fine. I'm going to put this in my T-zone. I'm gonna put it on my chin, and I'm not going to put that much concealer, just because I want it to be like a nice, you know, look, not anything too bright under the eyes. So now I'm just going to buff this out like I always do, and I just stay under the eyes. It's people that tend to lose faith just because of the situations that they're looking at. You know, I've always been taught to not look at the situation that's going on. Understand, with some people it's easier said than done, absolutely, you know, to, you know, not worry about, you know, the troubles of tomorrow and, you know, what's going to happen the next day. And trust me, I completely understand it. But have faith. Have faith and know that your situation will be fixed. And this brush, I'm using a concealer buffer. This is just up in the number 142. Like you have to do, you know, everything all at one time. We have to learn as people, you know, as humanity, that, you know, we have to take things a step at a time. You know, we can't rush anything. You know, we can't rush time and all those other things. So, you know, what I mainly do is I have a journal. I have a journal that I always write in. If I'm feeling down, if I'm feeling blue, if I feel like my day hasn't started like it should. By the way, y'all, I'm using this one. The dark for like my cheeks. I go in like with a flat brush like this. I use the same concealer and I just go down my nose. Sure, you know, you soften it out, you know, just don't have no lines just sitting on your face, because I remember I used to do that. I used to just have lines sitting on my face. One time my sister, she came up to me, she said, "Why do you have lines on your nose?" And I'm like, oh shoot, I should have like softened those lines out. Like this dark line, I'm gonna have to soften this out somehow. going to RK by Kiss Finish Matte Setting Spray. Ooh, I'm extra, honey. I like to spray extra. So we're gonna let this dry. And some highlight, and then we're gonna do our lippy. Gosh, I just don't know what to choose. I found something. Okay, let's see if this brown lipstick is gonna work. And I'm just gonna, yeah, do it like that. Put it around the lip there. That shows off a little better. It's showing off a little better. And I kind of messed up down there, so. Perfect. Let's go into this brighter lipstick that I have. It's like a little light brown color. And I'm just gonna go into the middle. Girl, I don't even need no gloss. I don't even need no gloss. No, I don't need no gloss, baby. I don't need no gloss. 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 Bronzer and the highlight is like the tricky part because you don't want to use both. The reason why you don't want to use both is because your face gonna be looking like sparkling shiny night. I choose to use Professional Kiss Pro Touch. This is the Glow and Bronze Powder, and I'm just going to use it in certain places. This is a soft NICKA K brush. I'm just going to do it like this, kind of tap it off a little bit, and I'm just gonna work it in certain places, just not everywhere. So like places like at the top and like on your cheeks. You see that? Ooh. And then I'm going to move into, and then just put a little bit on the nose. I don't even want to use it all over, just in certain places. Cause once again, I don't want to come out and people be like, dang, your face shiny as a mug. I ain't having that. Oh. I'm just gonna use it at the top here. And I did feel like I put a little bit too much right there, but it's alright. Just keep it that way. And do it without messing up your eyebrows. Dang, I feel like I almost messed up my eyebrows, bro. Just tap it in the middle, and you are done with that part. Now what I usually like to do is just take some more of the setting spray and just spray my face again, so that way that highlight you know won't move in any type of way. So here we go again. Whew, yes, honey. Feels refreshing. Should I do some blush? I'm so scared to use blush. I think I'm gonna leave it this way. I cannot forget about my mole, y'all. Like, this is my Marilyn Monroe. My mole has to show out. Something has to be done about my mole. So I'm just going to just darken it a little bit. Yes, that's beautiful. so much for watching my video, you guys. I hope you like the makeup, and I hope that you enjoyed the daily gratitude that I've given you. I won't be doing daily gratitude every day. However, when I do constantly post my videos, then you will get a dose of daily gratitude. I also want to thank the people that made the daily gratitude book here, which is once again Pill Publications International LCD. I will credit them at the bottom. Thank you so much. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so once again you don't miss a thing. There will be so much content, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. Make sure that you praise God, give him thanks, be grateful, and you guys have a great day. And make sure you tune in more into the Glam territory. I thank you. Peace and love. Bye-bye.